Cricbuzz Comm box in the 35th over, intriguingly set up for what sort of total India might possibly get to. But the subject of this particular show with Ajay Jadeja alongside is not going to be about India's total, New Zealand's bowling, India's batting, but just about one man, Manish Pandey. So forget everything else.
It's about the election results. Anyway,
we don't have time for that. So Manish Pandey, what's because you rate him really highly as a finisher. It's perfectly set up with him to finish this.
I mean, he's looked good since he's walked in, and I still feel that, once he gets in, and I keep saying that it's not just his ability, I think it's more mental and what the opposition is throwing at him. If you're not, trying to get him out, the fields are tight, if you're not blocking those singles, then his temperament's very good. So he generally stays on. So I'd still back him to, go till 40. Today, probably, the 40th over, around that area, if that's the only area that I'd be worried, 39th and 40th, because you might start thinking to, get as many runs as you can just before that extra fielder goes out. Then that stage, when it gets past, then we're looking at 48 again.
Ah, interesting. But now let's talk about the rest of them. Let's see where India stands at this stage with 15 overs to go. Run a ball gets them to 280. And I think that's the bare minimum you look at. A bonus would be anywhere close to 300 from this stage.
Absolutely. I think, for 280 probably looks on the cards. KL Rahul probably would play a key role at this stage. He's batting at 60 odd, another 90 balls to go. So if he even plays 45 deliveries, gets another 45, gets to 100, then you're looking at 300 plus. So I think the key is KL Rahul in this case, and not the number of runs that he gets, but the end that he holds, because he's the senior partner, and both of them, KL and Manish Pandey, played enough cricket together. So they'll understand. Their roles are pretty well defined for years and years that they've played for Karnataka. So if KL Rahul stays on, then I think we probably go past that score and get closer to 300.
Yeah, so the two Karnataka boys, but with IPL already fast approaching, we already start sort of compartmentalizing players. The two Delhi Capitals boys did well. Prithvi Shaw unfortunate with that run out, but both him and Shreyas Iyer today really laid that foundation.
Yeah, he looked good, Prithvi Shaw especially. I mean, and especially after the two innings that he's had, normally you'd feel that the pressure would come in and he'd try and curb his game, but he just carried on. And that's something that you'd like to see. I mean, ideally you want an opener who's a solid guy, but there have been Virender Sehwags in the past. And what you saw, it was heartening for me to see that he carried on the style of play that he has. And a little unfortunate, we misjudged that throw, but this happens in the game. And Shreyas Iyer is, carrying on his form. He's just looked good. He'll be, kicking himself because, it's, he got 100 in the first, 50, and then, threw it away. And then again, not threw it away, but, something that a short ball that's probably playing in his mind. So he'll be kicking himself, but he played well, and they at least kept us in the game. If not, if we're not out of the game, we're still in the game thanks to that partnership.
What about New Zealand's bowling options at this stage? And we can see for some reason Kane Williamson doesn't always look at Colin de Grandhomme as his go-to option, even though he's got that golden arm. Just bowled the 3 overs for just 10 runs. Neesham's bowled 7. He's got 3 to go from Kyle Jamieson. Hamish Bennett has been his wicket-taking option. So he's got the options with Santner back in the side.
Yeah, he's got the option. So Santner probably will bowl a couple more for sure, because I don't see him going back to Grandhomme at this stage, because he needs that ball to be a little shiny where it gets the movement. If he struggles with somebody else, only then he'd probably go back to him. But otherwise, you probably get a couple from Santner, and the rest will come back and bowl. But I still feel, we're talking of 300, but that 38 to 40th over is where I hope we don't try and take too many chances, because yes, we've had Ravindra play well, we've had the great all-rounder in the side, Saini in the side, and of course Thakur Sahab showing his heart as well. So with 3 of them there, yes, I know they're there, they've done well, but we're too early to start going for that score. Wait for what you get. If you get to over number 44, 45 with still 4 wickets down, then you're looking at 300 plus. But if that doesn't happen, that could make a big impact to that final score.
Certainly could. That's what we feel from here, but it's going to be crucial the next 4 overs, because we've seen even the last game that 31 to 40 can be a defining moment in the game. New Zealand had contrasting options. One time they collapsed, and another time they absolutely killed it in that particular period. So I think, yes, to sum up, safety first till the 40th, and then take it from there in the last 10.
The 44th safety.
44th safety. Fine, we'll raise the bar. Never mind that extra fielder outside with the kind of form KL Rahul's in, the kind of finisher Manish Pandey is, and the sort of all-round talent that India has at the back end. I think we're looking close to 300 at the moment.